Hey all, Daedra here. Um, so the last episode that we recorded of Paragons, unfortunately got a bit corrupted because of some issues with OBS. So I have to now do a quick recap. Luckily, I have notes that Gracie wrote for me, um, and also my own memory, of course, of the session. Um, but yeah, that's why we have this sort of recap video instead of the regular upload. Um, so let's just jump into it. So our journey begins once again, missing two members. Um, as you remember last time, Fluffrineral and Idel, Daedra, Celeste, whatever, miss many names, left us to go join the Death Cops. As we leave, Charlie remarks about his joy about leaving this spooky ass forest, and also mentions his dislike of elven historians, and notes that he has faith that nothing weird or spooky will happen now that they've left. Of course, directly after that, Orchid spots a creepy face up in the trees. Upon further investigation, the face just disappears. We follow where we thought it went, and on the ground we find a tarot card, the Knight of Wands. We theorized it to be either good luck, or just a straight up request to get the fuck out. So, later, Luke leads the gang to two new adventurers, traveling in a magically driven caravan. The first is a young lady named Phoenica Felicity, who claims herself to be Princess of Darkness, Witch of Mind, Slaughterer of Miracles, and Paragon of Reality. She makes several other claims with great confidence, including that she has complete immunity to divine magic and will over reality. She's quickly convinced to buy a rock from our merchant goblin friend, which you might originally remember being sold to him in the first session by one Adele Simmons, claiming that it is a relic from the Church of Calamitas, and that they used it to create the giant beam of light that pierces the sky. So that happened. All of her claims of magical proficiencies don't seem to have much evidence to back them up, but she does tend to make quite a show casting spells, though her magic seems to be quite psychically charged rather than arcane in nature. Our other friend is Mia Depthsgrove, who is a woman with flowing hair made of water that she can manipulate. She seems to be uninformed on regular concept, but is friendly and cheery. As the gang sets out with the new party members in tow, they come across a magic sword stuck in a spiky brown rock. After trying to pull it from the rock, they break the hilt off of it, but find that they can use this hilt to channel magic and create an energy blade. Fina becomes very possessive of this magic item, despite having no proficiency in martial weapons in the slightest. The next day, the gang encounters a green dragon who holds their cart in place and forces them to tell him a story, or else he will eat them, supposedly. And upon Orpheus regaling this dragon with the tale of the previous session, he is delighted and allows them to leave on the condition that they come back in 1,000 years to tell another story. Orpheus notes that he won't be alive at that time, but that he will send one of his descendants to hopefully regale this dragon with yet another tale. He has trust that because he is a storyteller and his father was, his descendants will be as well. The next day, the group comes to a cave village and speaks with the old Paragon of Stone. He is a dwarf who is completely made of and encased in stone. He cannot move anymore, as he is long since passed, but he can still communicate. They chat for a bit. He mentions his old friend, the prodigy of the fiends, and the fact that 5 of the 6 paragons visiting him are special in some way. And that Kanin reminds him of himself. He gives Kanin a magical earth rune with a symbol for shatter being written on it, that nobody is quite sure how to use. The group is then directed to another cave with hopefully more treasure, but find it is guarded by earth elementals. Charlie and Orchid hurry to heal some bystanders as Phoenica destroys and confuses her foes with mind powers. Luke hits some lucky shots. Orpheus manages to distract an elemental, letting it be finished while it's weak. And Mia strangles some elementals with her hair, whilst also showing off her martial arts prowess. In the cave, they find a magical pickaxe that is very efficient at destroying things. It also does acid damage. Next day, they come across a large frog blocking their path. This frog is known as Big Chillin and gives the party wands of Big Chillin. There really isn't much about this frog. He was just chillin', dude. The very next day, the party meets with a mysterious bard who sings a song before asking them to relive a memory with him. He notes that they cannot be hurt in this memory, as they are transported to some dark hall. At the end of the hall, they see a ritual is happening. There were several people in robes standing around a circle of flowers. The middle of a circle of flowers is a hovering line of blood-red light. One person steps forward, carrying a dragon knife, and seems to start slicing open the red light, but a flash of white fills the room. Everyone inside is gone, where the red line now stands in some sort of rip in space portal. The only thing you can see at the other end is a chaotic amalgamation of several colors. They enter the portal and are met with a hellscape of indescribable shifting neon colors, a large smiling face with X's for eyes that asks, "Do you sing?" For a little background, our good friend Raccoon has been receiving messages from a strange individual months earlier who types in broken English and all caps, discussing strange philosophies, and using this exact image as a profile picture. After agonizing over who it could be, Gracie decided to reveal that it was in fact all a Paragons lore tie-in, and to destroy Raccoon's mind and probably faith in them. So, that is essentially all that happened in that session. So, we're going to hopefully get another one out soon. I'm sorry, again, that we couldn't get the actual session up, but maybe we'll do more things like this in the future. Maybe just to get like an abridged series going. If you enjoyed, please do the things that YouTubers tell you to do, because, you know, it helps me a lot, actually. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.